Hey, do we have a great show in store for you today at CNY Flavor? I'm going to focus on breakfast. This whole episode today is going to be all about breakfast, some different types of French toast that we can do, and some eggs. We'll do some over easy, over medium, over hard, a couple ways you can do that. Some poached eggs, how you can prep them in advance. People don't realize that on a poached egg or dropped egg, depending upon how you learned it, how you can actually do them in advance if you got multiple people you're doing it for. So stay tuned. I didn't mean stick tuned. Stay tuned, and we're going to show you some of that stuff today. The breakfast edition of CNY Flavor. Parlez-vous français? Haha, just kidding. Hey, we're talking about French toast today, and there's different ways to do your French toast. You can use your big, thick egg bread, which I'm going to use for this particular French toast. This is called a Coconut Cove French Toast. Real easy to make if you want to spice things up, do things a little different at home, give your family a little flavor, cheap, easy, on a shoestring budget. You can do this and they'll love you for it. Basically, I just got some flaked coconut. You can actually toast it if you want, just in a pan and toast it up. It'll toast up real nice. It's just the flakes. Okay, I got a cup of milk. I got 1 can of coconut milk. A lot of people don't realize you can actually buy the coconut milk. Now, I want to show you this. Do you see this coconut right in here? This is supposed to be milk. If I turn it upside down, nothing's coming out because the liquid is all down here. So I'm going to add this actually first to the bowl and whisk it up so that it becomes a liquid again. A couple eggs, teaspoon of vanilla, and cinnamon. Naturally, you got to put some cinnamon in it, little flakes in it. We're going to mix it all up together. I'm going to get the griddle out, and I'm going to show you properly how you should grill it. This particular recipe will feed 4 to 6, okay, because remember, this is the big thick egg bread, so it's like at least 2 slices of the small. So first, why don't we get started, and I'm just going to take the coconut milk, and I'm just going to put this right in. Hey, welcome to Crazy Otto's Empire Diner. That's 100 West Albany Street right here in downtown Herkimer. You may remember me or notice me as the host at CNY Flavor. You can come on that website at cnyflavor.com and learn all about the cooking show that airs on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. But we're talking about Crazy Otto's Empire Diner right now. A lot of times you see TV shows, you wonder if the chef is there, if he really actually cooks or he actually is in a restaurant. Well, I'm one of the guys that have been there, done that, and is still doing it. Right here, you can come in, you can see me cook. I'm here virtually every day. Here at Crazy Otto's, they don't call us crazy for nothing. Everything here is fresh and homemade. As you can see, we fresh slice our tomato. Everything's done fresh to order. Doing actually a BLT right now. This is Michael, also happens to be my son. Hey, all right. Hey, welcome to Crazy Otto's. Come on in, give us a try. You won't be disappointed. Now, you can take it too. It'll get your cardiac rate going a little bit, but you can take the can and really, really shake it. But you got to shake it, okay? This is an easier, softer way by just mixing it up, putting it in a bowl first, and getting that milk with the liquid from the bottom of the can with the solidification on the top. See, and it comes out nice and creamy. Okay, so we get the coconut milk all down here. Going to take a couple eggs to start till I can see the consistency here. Going to put the cup of milk right in here. Okay. Do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. In this particular one, you can use extract, pure, or you can use the imitation. Today I got this on sale here, and it's just the Watkins. It's a pretty good one, been around since the 1800s. Got that in. I'm going to use a about a half a teaspoon of the cinnamon in this. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Mix that right in. See, now the trick with the Coconut Cove French Toast, okay, is a lot of times when you're doing just an egg batter, you do your egg wash and you just dip your French toast in. This particular one, it's a little more wet and a little more creamy because of the coconut milk, the milk, and the eggs, okay? And you take your toast and you cut it diagonal before you actually submerge it in your liquid, okay? So what I'll do here is get this all going. I'm going to take about a half a cup here of the coconut right in. And now this is ready to go. It's got a nice consistency. And we're going to put this over to the side. I'm going to take a couple pieces of these bread, and what I mean by cutting it diagonal is just put it at an angle and go corner to corner, okay? So it comes out diagonal, okay?
Perfect Game Imaging strives to deliver sport action photography that renders images that without us, our clients and customers would normally not even see. I can't tell you how many viewers of our images have asked, "How did you get that shot?" Or, "I didn't even see that happen during the game." It is our mission to have our action shots hanging on the walls of the athletes' families' homes and offices as centerpieces to be cherished for a lifetime.
Okay, so here we are, got everything staged, ready to go, got this little tabletop grill. Now, I just want to talk about these because you can find these all day long, and you don't have to go out and buy a new $50 one at JCPenney. You can find them for 20 bucks at Walmart, smaller ones, a little bigger one. You can go on Craigslist. They have these different websites that you can go and buy secondhand stuff for cheap, easy money. So you spend a few bucks and you got a nice little plug-in, 110 volts that you can plug in just about anywhere and do your little grilling on. So here you are, you got your Coconut Cove mix right here with your cinnamon, your coconut milk, your eggs, little crushed coconut flakes inside of it. I got the bread stage ready to go. The grill's on. I actually have it set for 350 degrees. The reason why I put it on 350 and not up to the 450 that this goes is because I want it to cook a little slower. I don't want it to have that quick, with the coconut and coconut milk, what happens with that is if you put it on too high of a grill, or even on the stovetop, if you got a little pan, a griddle pan, cast iron or Teflon, if you have it too hot and you put the coconut with the coconut milk, it tends to blacken, okay? And you really don't want black French toast. It's okay that it'll get a little bit of color on it, but you really don't want the black. So here we are, everything's up. 350, I'm actually going to turn this up to 375 now. You want your butter, or I can't believe it's not butter, you can use real butter. Put that right on there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take each individual slice here and you're going to submerge it completely, okay? Submerge it completely, let it sit for just a second. See, you're not just dipping it in and pulling it out. And it's got the coconut mixed in. You're putting that right on it. See, a lot of times when you're doing French toast, a lot of people will just take it and just dip it real quick and take it right out of the egg batter, or in this case, coconut milk, and they don't let it actually filter down through the bread, which will make it nice and moist. I've served this several times at my diner, because that's what I specialize in, is breakfast, so I'll try some of these new things, and I have to explain to the customers that actually this is a little wet. Okay, it'll be a little wet. Now you saw these two pieces, you got 4 slices here. With the mixture that I made, you could actually use this today and tomorrow. It'll stay fresh in your refrigerator for a few days, and you could probably do about 24 pieces. So if you had a a party going on, or several children over and you're doing a little thing, or a little family gathering, especially after 4th of July. You had, Mother's Day. You had different things where you had a bunch of people over. You could feed them all with this. And so we're just going to let this sit, and it'll start cooking up. This is getting nice and hot. So this is cooking up nice. It's getting really hot underneath, and it's starting to bubble along the edges. I know you can't really see that on the TV, but it's almost ready. You're looking at about another minute or so. You want to leave it about 3-4 minutes at least on each side. Remember, this is the coconut milk, so it's gone all down through it, and it's going to be a little moist. That's what I have to tell my customers. It's not dry like you're used to getting at some other restaurants when you're buying a French toast where it's really cooked all the way through. This is going to be a little moist compared to some of the other ones you've had. So we'll be right back when this is ready to flip, and I'll show you how to flip it. So here it is. It's been cooking up real good. You see it bubbling around the edges and stuff, getting a little brown. That's the coconut milk on the edges that's getting brown. And basically you just want to check a little bit underneath, making sure it's turning real nice. Ooh. See, remember, it's going to be a little wetter than normal. And if you can see this here, I'll turn this way for you too. Okay, so you can actually see this, how it's browning up really, really good. Oh, another thing too, it's really important to make sure you put a catch-all underneath your grill, because sometimes the butter, the grease, whatever you're using as an oil or an oil product to cook on, it'll filter down, and you don't want it all over your counter, okay? So this is cooking up real nice. You don't want to kill it, and when I take this off, I'll flip it over one more time onto the plate, add a little more of the coconut on it, coconut flakes on it, and it's all ready to go. So this will be done in about 1 minute, and I'll get my plates and get ready to get set up, okay? So here it is. It's all ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this over, actually, move my plates to the middle here, and just show you real quick how you flip it over, lay it on your plate. Ooh, you can see how that browned up really, really nice. Now remember what I said about the hot grill too, because if you do it on the too hot of the grill, what'll happen is it'll actually get black. So you take that, you take your little coconut flakes, flake them right on it. You already have the coconut milk in it. Now what I did is I got a little syrup, little trick that you want with syrup too. It's always good to microwave it for about 15 seconds, gets it a little hot. If you ever go into restaurants like my restaurant, you get nice hot syrup with your pancakes and your French toast and so forth. So just take it, drizzle it right over it. I'm only going to do one to just show you how it looks with both. One without, because some people don't like syrup, and one with syrup. And so here you go. It's all ready to go, and we're going to jump right into that and move on to the next.
Hi, I'm Christy from In-Home Photos. You might think that you can't afford family photos, Christmas photos, or even senior photos. Well, think again. $75. That's it. $75 for great photos of your family. We can do outdoor photos or bring the studio to you. I can set up in most average living rooms with lots of backdrops to choose from. Call or visit inhomephotos.com to schedule your session today.
Hey, I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can do a couple different eggs, an over easy, over medium, over hard. There's two ways you can do the over hard, by breaking the yolk or cooking it all the way through. Remember, everything's timing, so if you're cooking at home and I want my egg over easy or my eggs over easy and someone else wants them over medium, you always start the over medium first. So I'm going to do 2 eggs at a time, and I'll do an over medium and an over easy first. Oh, did you see that just break right off? You let this cook up for a little bit because this is going to be the over medium egg, so you want to get that started first. Now this white that you see down here is called the albumen. And so that's cooking up, and it's all this clear right around the yolk, and this is what's cooking first. If this was an over easy egg, basically I could, flip this right now and it would be over easy or over light. Over medium, let it cook a little while. Same thing when you flip it over, because you want your albumin, your white, firm and cooked, where the over easy is not the same way. So here we are. This is getting ready. I'm almost ready to flip this. I'm ready to start my over easy egg, okay? Right on the side, because you want to try everything to come out at the same time. You see this albumin here? Let me tell you too, I've got my little griddle here set at 400. It's okay to cook your eggs at 400 degrees, 350 to 400 degrees. It cooks it up quick. You see this is cooking all around the edge. It's still clear on the inside of the albumin. This one now is all the way solid. So I'm ready to flip my over medium. Now in my diners, we use flat spatulas, so you never let it leave the grill, okay? It's a little different here because you're not using it. You just flip it right over with your wrist. If you're using a pan, you can just flip it this way, okay? Just for this demonstration purposes, though, I'm using the flat griddle, which is a little everyday spatula you can get at any store, okay? So this one here is cooking up medium. You can see this all cooking around the side. You can feel it and you can touch it and feel that it's really firm, okay? Now my over easy is ready to flip too, so I'm going to just slide this over. Did you see that, how I did it on the wrist? I just slid it right over, and it's a lot clearer. It's not cooked like the over medium. So now my over easy is done. Once you flip it over, you can count off in your head to about 10 to 15 seconds, and you're just cooking the top of it. It's done. So I'm going to take this and just slide this right over, and I want you to see this. I'm going to lay them all out when I'm done, but this is your over easy egg. Your over medium here has been cooking. It's a lot more firmer, and you can see the difference if I can show you the difference between the albumin and the yolk itself. So let me lay these over here, and I just want to get going right while my grill's hot. I want to show you the two different, that's over easy and over medium. And now I want to take, and I want to show you the two different ways you can do over hards. Now a lot of people don't realize, especially in a restaurant, that when you're cooking, I get different requests on over hard with the yolk unbroken. A lot of people think with your over hard, you just got to break the yolk, okay? That's one way to do it. You drop your egg on, take your finger, boom, dot right in the middle. That breaks your yolk, okay? That's going to be an over hard egg. Now here's another way, is you put it just like this. You don't break the yolk. You're actually going to cook this all the way through with the yolk intact, and it'll still be over hard. Not as well as the broken yolk though, okay? So this is going to take a couple minutes. You just let this thing go. Now this one here, I'm leaving on, and I'm just going to flip this one straight over and let that go and let it cook right down. Right now, this is, when I flipped it over, it was going to over medium, okay? But I'm just going to let that sit there on the grill. This one here, I'm going to move over to this side. It's the cooler side of the grill, even though it's crackling and sizzling more. See it starting to puff up? That's okay, because it's cooking all the yolk that I broke underneath. But this one here is cooking up fine. Now you can still see the yolk is not quite cooked all the way through. It's okay to flip this more than once. It's still going to continue the cooking process, continued cooking after I take it off the grill. So this thing here, I just want to see how it's doing on the other side. See how this is browning up real good? It's actually cooking and compressing the yolk, and I didn't break it. Some people like it, like I do, especially if you're having a nice sandwich, fried egg sandwich and stuff. I like a little bit of yolk in there, and so you can fry it up without it. This is cooking up real nice as an over hard. You can see the air bubbles getting into it. See that? Cooking it right up. So what I'm going to do here now is this one is done. Hit it right in, get the air pockets out. See, nothing inside. The yolk is cooked all the way through. This is going to be an over hard. Let me show you this too, because sometimes at restaurants you get people that'll send the eggs back and stuff because they say, oh, I got a hair on my egg, right? This is not here. Okay, this, it looks like hair, but it's actually the part of the albumen when it cooks up, and it's part of the cooking process. It is not hair. So I just wanted to show you that when you're looking, make sure at a restaurant and stuff, because a lot of times people will send stuff back, and you know, my guys are wearing hats and hairnets and stuff like that in a commercial facility, and they'll send it back and it's not here, and I have to go out and explain it to the people, and people don't believe me. Okay, they think I'm lying, that I'm just trying to cover, and it's not. So here, this is cooking up good. Look at that, look at that. See that bubble up? Ooh, that's letting the air out now. See that? If you can see that, that's the albumen on the inside, and this is actually cooking sort of like, if you can see this, it's coming out like a hard-boiled egg. Okay, my last but not least fried egg. I want you to see this here. Now, I did not break the yolk. Okay, I cooked this with the yolk intact. It's just a different cooking process than breaking the yolk and cooking it a lot quicker.
Is this who you'd call if you need a mechanic? Is this who you'd call if you need a babysitter? No Sheep Designs is the right call for your business when you need professional, affordable web development, photography, or video production. With a decade of experience, we have the knowledge and passion to bring your project to life for much less than you'd expect. Visit NoSheepDesigns.com today to see how we can help you.
Hey, Scott Trainer here, host of CNY Flavor, and we have a great segment in store for you. I'm sitting here with Deb Gallery, the owner and operator of Pedro's Kitchen right here in Vernon on Route 5. You have a wonderful, wonderful restaurant, and I can't wait to get talking about the food. It's nice to meet you, Deb.
Nice to meet you too.
And we're going to talk a little bit about authentic Mexican food, because you don't find that too much here in upstate New York. CNY Flavor, we focus on the local owner-operators, not the big chains. And this is your restaurant, and your fiance's name is Pedro, and he actually is from Mexico, Mexico.
Yeah, he is.
What state in Mexico?
Querétaro.
Querétaro. And he does all the homemade recipes, and it's really authentic.
Yeah, it is.
Now, how long, Deb, have you been at this location?
6 months now.
6 months. So this is new to the community,
Yeah.
and wow, you're already starting to get noted though for your food, aren't you?
Yeah, we have a lot of repeat customers.
And they come from all over?
All over, yeah. Okay. Syracuse up north to the valley.
What are your hours of operation here?
Well, right now, Sunday we're open 11 to 8. Monday to Thursday, 11 to 8:30. Friday and Saturdays, 11 to 9:30. But we plan on extending those hours, being that summer is coming and more people are coming back from the racetrack and everything.
What's your phone number here?
335-3249.
Okay, do you do to-go orders?
To go.
Okay. What about a website? Do you have a website?
Yeah, pedroskitchen.com.
Pedro's Kitchen. Do you have your menu on here?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
I like the fajitas. Any kind of fajitas. I don't really get tired too much from the fajitas.
Now, even though you're local, you speak Spanish?
Yes, I do.
Poquito or mucho?
Mucho.
Your ingredients here, they're fresh.
They're very fresh. We do everything every day.
Okay.
Fresh. We get our produce every other day.
And what's your biggest selling item on the menu? Because you have a pretty good menu and it's very reasonably priced.
Chimichangas are by far the best seller here, fried or soft.
Really? Oh, I got to try one.
Yeah.
I got to try one. And I notice you have all the habanero sauces here, the chilies and the hot and the extra hot and the picante and salsa picantes. And so you can just add what you want if you like the spice.
The customers, if they want a hot, they have to ask for a hot or they have to add it from the sauces on the table.
Okay. Do you make them sign a release?
No.
No? Well, because I know that some people aren't used to the real hot stuff. And
We do have a few customers that ask us specifically to keep some very hot peppers in the back, and when they come, then they want it really hot.
now do you do the like habaneros or the serranos or
Whatever we can get our
Whatever.
hands on. Yeah.
Really? That's great. See, so it's customer service here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is there anything, the viewers that are out there watching that maybe haven't tried Mexican food or the authentic Mexican food, because we get into a rut, and we just eat the same old things. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the viewers out there to maybe try to get them to come in and give your restaurant a try?
Yes, I'd like the customers to know that the food is not hot unless you add it. Unless it says on the menu that it's spicy or that it's hot. The food is very reasonably priced. You can come in with a family, a huge family, and really not come out spending all that much. And our goal here is that when you leave here, you are full. If you do not like the particular thing, we can replace it and give you something else without charge. We want you to come out happy and full.
That's real customer service, so you don't see that too often. Do you serve alcohol here?
We do.
Beer and wine, or?
We have beer, wine, we have mixed drinks.
So you have a full bar?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you cater parties?
We can. We've already had 2 baby showers here that went very well. So if somebody's interested in, they can just give me a call and we can try to set up to see if we have the space available and to see what their needs are.
But you have a lot of seating that you can't see right here.
Yeah.
And you got a whole dining room back there too. How
Yeah.
many does this restaurant seat?
Oh, 130, 140,
130.
something like
And you
that.
have private rooms too, like
Yeah,
back
we
there
have
that are
one
separate.
room. We have one room in the back that we can rearrange and put tables if somebody wants a meeting or they want to just be by themselves.
I notice there's a lot of decorations in here with hats and blankets and everything. They're also authentic, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
But in Mexico and brought to upstate New York.
Yeah.
And you can see the quality of some of these blankets too, and you got just stuff everywhere, so you can actually sit here and get a feeling that you were somewhere else.
We want people to come in and be comfortable, like it's home away from home.
Okay.
Come in, get fast, friendly service, eat good, delicious food, and hope that they will come back.
Deb, it's been an honor to be here with you, and I'd like to thank you for taking the opportunity and tell you out there in TV land, come on in, give them a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and I just thank you for the opportunity to come in and give you a talk and a shout out, and I think you're doing a good thing here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.